I just recorded this whole reading and then I deleted, and I'm slightly pissed off. But I'm gonna try to record it again and just get over it. But okay, let's see. Where did I start off? I'm gonna lose. I'm trying not to forget everything I just channeled. Okay. This reading is for a masculine energy. You don't have to be a man for that. We all have masculine and feminine energies inside of us. You could be a feminine who's sitting in masculine energy, or just, masculine sitting in masculine energy. Doesn't matter. Anyways, it's for a masculine. Someone, you are bored. You're so bored. It's like you're working your butt off, but it's very empty and unfulfilling. And it's just monotonous, mindless, like really taxing, just soul tiring. And it's because your soul is craving something deeper, something like actually fulfilling, but you're not doing anything about it. You're just continuing the grind, and I don't know how long you can keep it up. You can only go for so long without feeding your soul, because then your shadow self will start activating if you ignore it like that. And but this person is kind of off anyways, and like it's on like a chakra level, and there's like a little more complicated than that, but like you have like a cold heart chakra, and then there's blocked or unhealthy sacral and root chakras. Something unhealthy sexually or spiritually, in the spiritual sexuality of this person, or psychologically in regards to sexuality, shame, fear, like muscle memory. Like there's like a hex or a negative entity that has attached themselves to a person sexually, and their mind and sacral chakra are bound like knots, and it's like they're in captivity. I'm seeing one of those pedigree dog shows, or pedigree show dogs that are bred in kennels, who never get to see the sky, and like their feet never touch the ground because they're always in cages. There's something in this person's sacral or root chakra is like that caged dog, and someone, probably an ex-partner, an ex or their partner, or just I don't know, someone like did some kind of negative spell work on this person. There's some kind of bad juju there, and negative entities that have been feeding off of their root, sacral, heart chakra, and throat chakra. And I'm seeing like someone who wanted to fake being this person's soulmate, or this person's divine counterpart, whatever like wording you want to use, but they like attempted to bind this person's soul to theirs, because they wanted to keep them with them, even though they knew they shouldn't. And like I'm seeing this person that's like attempting to forge soul contracts. Like before you're incarnated, everybody signs these like pre-birth agreements for the people that will meet in this life and have bonds and connections with in this life. And this person like tried to forge this one, and like I'm seeing them like get caught, and now they're receiving negative karma for it, and it didn't work, because they weren't this person's soulmate, and you can't fake that, but they tried to, and like they kept trying to force it, and the harder they tried to force it, the worse the spell got, and it like exploded all over everyone involved, and it was really messy, and it's kind of really sad. I'm seeing a man clutching his throat, not being able to speak, and like I'm also seeing that scene in The Little Mermaid, where Ariel like is clutching her throat and she can't speak. Someone's struggling to speak their mind, or not their mind, because like this person is really outspoken. They're outspoken when it comes to like logic and their like opinions, like those just speaking thoughts. They're really outspoken. But when it comes to their emotions, that's a whole different story. Then this person really struggles emotionally to open up and be vulnerable to other people. They really struggle to tell people how they really feel about them. And it's deeper than just like commitment fears. There's this trauma-based like phobia around it. I'm hearing someone say, "You never said I love you," and there's something unfinished that with someone else that needs closure, or something that was never even given a chance to get off the ground. There's something that just like it's just there up in the air. I'm seeing just someone there's like a poker face. Someone's poker face. I'm seeing someone play like Texas Hold'em. And they might really love playing poker online. Because I'm seeing someone like alone in their room, playing poker online at night with people. And I'm also seeing some kind of like like a voyeuristic kind of energy, like someone likes watching someone or watching people. I'm seeing like a camera lens, someone looking through the viewfinder on a camera, watching someone. They're like watching one person, but then they're like taking pictures of like buildings, like places like where people aren't. What am I thinking? Like the bones of a place. Does that make sense? You know, when a realtor like when they say that like a house has like good bones or something, I don't really know. I don't know what that means. Take that as you will. I don't know. What else is here? Someone is thinking about you. You're like, you feel like you're always with someone emotionally. Like, maybe spiritually, you've like been with someone in the back of their mind, like their subconscious mind and energy before y'all ever met. It's like they're saying that the feeling like when they were alone as a kid, or when you were, the feeling when you're like really sad and alone as a child and you guys were children, you guys would like psychically call on each other like a spiritual hug, and you guys had each other's back. Spiritually, you were in each other's corners like through the darkest of times without consciously knowing it. And like that's the part That's part of what helped you guys get through your hardest times individually. Because you actually weren't alone, and all the times that you felt alone throughout your life, all the struggles that you had when you felt really alone, that like both of you guys had like struggles that were a bit harder than your peers. You can't really compare struggle, but like you guys went through some dark things that like other people, they wouldn't have been able to like walk in your shoes, because you guys subconsciously, you guys had each other's backs. You were like watching over each other in the 5D, like angels, like your guardian angels. And this person feels like that invisible angel that got you through your hardest times, because you guys weren't actually alone. In the 5D, you guys always had each other, and there will be kind of like the same feeling when you guys meet in the 3D, or have any kind of like physical contact. It will like activate those 5D memories and those past life memories where your body will remember this person, like muscle memory, and like it will invoke this subconscious like emotional recall. Like, you know how some people just, they feel like home? This person feels like that's someone that got you through your hardest times. That person who stood with you in the back of your mind. And it will like retroactively activate those memories and emotions, and you'll feel like you're like they've always been there for you. Your body and soul just know this person deeply, like the back of your own hand, and consciously it's gonna feel a bit weird because maybe you just met this person, or like y'all haven't spent a lot of time together, or like I don't know, there feels like this disconnect, like there's distance consciously in the 3D between you, but then like in the 5D there's this just like really deep bond, emotional and soul bond, and like it's not gonna feel like love at first sight. This feels totally different. This is like a strong unconditional bond formed over many lifetimes, but it's like heavy. It feels heavy and complicated. Like it's not just like love and the spark of passion. There's also like deep hurt and like deep knowing of each other too. And like it's different. It's definitely different. Like you might get overwhelmed at the sight of this person after this activation happens. Like I'm seeing someone's hands shaking, and like it feels like hard to breathe while I'm saying this, and like you might have trouble looking this person in the eye or making eye contact. Like you're just standing there and you're just suddenly really interested in the floor or the ceiling, or like, you know, wow, look at that rock over there. But this person really needs to do like a chakra cleanse, or like a cord cutting, a negative cord cutting, or a negative soul contract, something that unbinds negative soul contracts. There's this really heavy, really deeply heavy, like worn out, tired energy, struggling, like trying to keep a fire going in the rain. And this person has a very, very strong soul fire. That soul spark in them runs really deep. And it's very difficult to put out and extinguish. And even if there's entities feeding off of their soul runs really deep. But they're in very deep need of healing their chakras and having some kind of chakra healing and cleanse. They really need to cleanse those negative entities and that spell work off of them. To this masculine, you're getting a lot of messages spiritually, like from your guides, but you're ignoring your messages, and it's like your inbox is completely full, and it's like your guides are coming to me with your messages. Like, everybody's coming over trying to knock on my door to try to get me to connect with this person, because they're not picking up their phone, because you're pretending that you don't hear them, and you're convincing yourself that you don't have those abilities, that you're not clairvoyant, or that you can't see what's coming, and you don't have clairsenses. You don't get messages. Your ancestors don't talk to you and stuff, and like you're pretending, you're not all about that life, and just blocking everything and everyone out, and just really focusing on a very singular goal, and just trying to get through until tomorrow. Just like, I'm just seeing like just one day at a time. Just one day at a time. Just get up. Just work. Go to sleep. Get up. And it's sad. But I think you really need to seek out healing. Because I feel this deep, deep, deep lack of trust in seeking help, wanting to get help, even admitting that you need help. You don't, and this person does not admit that they need help. When they need help, they don't ask for help. They don't admit weakness, kind of thing, which I get too. But you need to ask for help. You need to feel comfortable and safe to ask for help when you need help, and when you need healing, because you have to admit when you're in over your head, and you're in over your head. You have these things that are trying to snuff out your light that's inside of you, and you're very, very strong, but it needs to be cleansed off of you, and it's not gonna be cleansed, and you're not gonna get rid of it by just ignoring it. It's just gonna get worse and worse, and you're already really struggling. Like, I'm seeing someone like stumble like under the weight of this. So I really suggest reaching out and looking up someone who does chakra healing, like Reiki, or that knows how to do cleansing spells and cord cutting spells to help you open your chakras and cleanse those negative attachments off of you, because it really will make a huge difference. And if you really just open your mind up to that and let someone emotionally help you, it'll really just make a world of a difference in your life. Really, because you need that internal guidance system is so important for navigating timelines, and you can't just sit in your ego and navigate those to your highest timeline and actually be true to your highest self, because your highest self isn't your ego. Your ego is an idiot, and like, you can't sit in that energy, especially if you want to be creative. And this person, I see this, is a really deeply creative soul, and it has a really deep emotional capacity here with the King of Cups. You shine your best when you're able to be emotionally open, comfortably, and safely. And that is so important for all of us. And I think it gets ignored a lot of the time with men, masculines, because you're not raised to feel like you can be emotionally open, and you're not safe to feel emotions ever. You're not supposed to ever feel emotions. You're like literally like told never to. And it's crazy, and that's why like the suicide rate for men is so high, and it's what we do to our masculines in society is absolutely horrible. But there is a whole soul tribe out there for you of people who will actually understand you and have your back. You just need to seek them out, and they're not in your current life. The people who seem to be in your current life are eating away at your soul. Like a lot of them are the archons that are eating away at your chakras. That you have that supportive kind of guardian angel energy of that person, that soul connection, that real soul connection that like is always there for you in the 5D. And there's so many other people that you will have soul contracts with, real soul contracts, and the ones in your past don't trust them. If you feel like you've met your soulmate before in a relationship in the past, like an ex-girlfriend, like they're not it. That was a lie. And it's something, inherently feels off to you about it, and I know that because there's a lot of spell work and like a curse over you sexually and spiritually that is very heavy and really needs to be removed. But yeah, that's all I have. This is a really heavy one. I wish you guys luck. I'm open for private readings if anyone wants to get a deeper look at their situation. Please contact me for a personal reading. I also do spiritual coaching and help with demonic oppression. So fun stuff. I also help with shadow work and chakra healing and stuff too. This person needed some chakra healing, so feel free to contact me for that. All right. Have a good day.